Hello, I'm Mitali Singh and I'm currently working as a legal intern at Lexis & Company. Today, in this video, I will be discussing the concept of revocation of a gift under Transfer of Property Act. So firstly, we will understand what is the gift, and then we'll move forward towards the main topic, which is the revocation of a gift, on what grounds revocation can be done. Let's start. According to Section 122 of Transfer of Property Act 1882, gift is defined as the transfer of certain existing movable and immovable property made voluntarily and without consideration. उस चीज़ को हम गिफ्ट बोलेंगे when any movable or immovable property is being transferred voluntarily and without any consideration in return, that would be considered as a gift under the Transfer of Property Act. The person who transfers the property is known as a donor, and the person to whom the property is being transferred or given as a gift is known as a donee. There are certain essentials of a gift, like it must the transfer of ownership. There must be a transfer of ownership, and that ownership must relate to a property in existence, and the transfer must be without any consideration, and it must have been done voluntarily. The donor must be a competent person, and lastly, the transferee must accept the gift. Then only it would be considered as a gift. If a person does not accept that property as a gift, then it would not complete the meaning of a gift. Let's understand the essentials of a gift in detail. So what are the essential conditions that has to be there in order to constitute that property as a gift? So, in order to constitute a gift, first essential is that there must be a transfer of ownership. As in case of a sale, there must be a transfer of all the rights in the property by the donor to the donee. It may, however, be noted that it is permissible to take conditional gifts. The only restriction is that the condition must not be repugnant in any way, or it must not be repugnant to the provision of section 10 to 34 of the Transfer of Property Act. The next condition is the ownership must relate to a property in existence. Gift must be made of existing movable or immovable property. The property has to be in existence, and the gift must be existing. Gift must be made of existing movable or immovable property capable of being transferred. Future property cannot be transferred. The share obtained after partition of the joint family property can be gifted, which means that future property cannot be transferred. The share obtained after partition of the joint family property can be gifted. Even a gift of property that is obtained after a preliminary decree of partition is passed by the court is valid. Next essential is the transfer of property must be without consideration. The word consideration refers to monetary consideration and does not include natural love and affection. If the consideration is nominal amount of money or the property is grossly undervalued, yet the transfer would not be a gift but a sale. In fact, the passing of money as a consideration, howsoever small it may be, would destroy the nature of transfer as a gift. So it should be the transfer of gift or the transfer of a movable or immovable property should be without consideration. So the next essential is that it must be made voluntarily. The offer to make the gift must be voluntary. A gift therefore should be executed with free consent of the donor. The consent should be unattained by force, fraud, or undue influence. Mere relationship between the donor and the donee is not a conclusive fact of the exercise of undue influence, and it must be proved that the transaction is unconscionable. The next essential is that the donor must be a competent person. Donor is a person who makes the gift. In a transaction by way of gift, the transferor is called a donor, and he divests his ownership in the property so as to vest it in the transferee. Transferee is the donee. the donor must be a sui juris. He must have therefore attained the age of majority, possesses a sound mind, and should not be otherwise disqualified by law. So, in order to transfer a gift, a person or a donor must be competent. It means that he must have attained the age of majority and he must be of a sound mind. Now we'll jump on to the revocation or suspension of a gift. According to Section 126 of Transfer of Property Act, it means that Section 126 of Transfer of Property Act deals with when gift may be suspended or revoked. According to it, the donor and the donee may agree that on the happening of a specified event which does not depend on the will of the donor, a gift shall be suspended or revoked, but a gift which the parties agree shall be revocable wholly or in part at the mere will of the donor, is void wholly or in part as the case may be. A gift may also be revoked in any of the cases in which it were a contract, it might be rescinded. Such as aforesaid, a gift cannot be revoked. Nothing contained in this section shall be deemed to be affect the rights of donor and the donee for consideration without notice. We can say that revocation can be made on a mutual agreement if both the donor and the donee agree on the same points and on the same terms and conditions. Then the gift can be revoked, or the gift can be rescinded. No revocation on any other ground except on the ground of first, conditions subsequent not depending on the pleasure of the donor, and second, on the grounds justifying of a contract, a gift can be revoked on any other ground. So thank you, that's it for this video. I hope I was able to convey everything, and if you like this video, do subscribe to the channel for daily updates. I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care.